Podcast Network Asia. FirstMetroSec is providing this podcast as a general market commentary. Reference to any specific security, product, or entity do not constitute as an offer or a solicitation of an offer to buy or sell any financial instruments or to participate in any particular trading strategy. The statements, comments, views, or opinions expressed by the hosts are subject to change without notice, and FirstMetroSec is under no obligation to update, amend, change, or correct any of the statements, comments, views, or opinions expressed. The statements, comments, views, and opinions expressed by the guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the view of FirstMetroSec. FirstMetroSec disclaims any liability arising from reliance on or reference to any information obtained in this podcast.
You are listening to First Metro Securities Philippine Stock Market Weekly podcast, where we feature timely and relevant discussions on the Philippine stock market and the economy in the hope of providing you investing and trading guidance. Here's your host, Royce Aguilar from the Research Department at FirstMetroSec.
You are listening to Philippine Stock Market Weekly's Market Bites, our mini-series which strives to deliver trading and investing analysis built on our research reports. For in-depth information, you may also log in to your FirstMetroSec account and head to the Research tab.
Hi everyone, I'm Adel, and I cover the banks and telcos for First Metro Securities Research. In this episode, let me share with you the latest company update for the Bank of the Philippine Islands, or BPI, titled Exciting Times Ahead for the Bank. In this report, we reiterate buy on BPI with target price raised to 123 pesos. We have factored in the strong showing in BPI's earnings from recent quarters, driven largely by the positive transmission policy rates on net interest margins, double-digit loans growth led by credit cards, robust fee income, stable cost-to-income ratio, and lower provisions. As a result, we now expect BPI's ROE to reach 13.9% this year, close to the high of 14% in 2016. Our new TP implies 1.59 times 2023 price to book value at plus 2 deviation of historical mean valuations, pricing in the following. First, we see merits to the pending merger of BPI and Robinsons Bank, or our bank. On one hand, we see this will benefit BPI's growing asset, deposit, and client base, with our bank having delivered above industry loans and deposits CAGR in the last 5 years. On the other, we see potential synergies between BPI and Gokongwei groups through Robinsons Retail, products, and services platforms. The latter should strengthen both companies' positioning across the financials and retailing industries. For example, BPI can tap Robinsons Retail suppliers, broadening its client base. Moreover, we observed that BPI has been going after ex-Citibank credit card clients. Based on our channel checks, BPI has been proactively building its credit card portfolio through aggressive client acquisition and retention promotions. We believe this forms part of the bank's efforts to position its credit card program as a perceived premium credit provider, filling the gap created by the exit of Citibank in the Philippines. This has so far shown good results for BPI's credit card loan book, which was up 38% year-on-year, and overall market share in the segment, according to management. Again, we reiterate buy on BPI with target price raised to 123 pesos. Our new TP implies 1.59 times 2023 price to book value at plus 2 deviation of historical mean valuations, pricing in the BPI Robinsons Bank merger and the bank's efforts in going after ex-Citibank credit card clients. That's it for our BPI company update. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to First Metro Securities Philippine Stock Market Weekly podcast. Don't forget to follow us to get first dibs on our new episodes. For more up-to-date market news and info, exclusive content, and the opportunity to connect with your fellow Filipino investors and traders, join facebook.com/groups/FirstMetroSec and be part of the FirstMetroSec family.
The views and opinions expressed by the podcast creators, hosts, and guests do not necessarily reflect the official policy and position of Podcast Network Asia, the hosts of the program, or other programs of the network. Any content provided by the people on the podcast are of their own opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything.